Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 84, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother in law, daughter in law duo from Delaware. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are new here, we hope you stick around and you like what you see and you consider subscribing. And if you're returning, thank you so much. We appreciate you choosing to spend some time with us again. And we have a lot, I said a lot, like emphasis. We have a lot to talk about today. We have quite a bit of knitting to show.
I have crochet too.
Yeah.
Not much.
Today
much,
we have knitting and crochet. And we just have updates, make-alongs to end, new make-alongs to discuss, just all sorts of things. So if you bear with us for a while, we're going to start out with the administrative stuff, and then we'll get into the crafty goodness after that. So first up, let's talk about our Christmas in July mail that just ended. Oh, I didn't say. Today is August 1st. And we will have show notes in the description box below.
And all the links.
Yeah.
To all sorts of stuff.
Yep. I don't link everything because it takes a lot of time. But I do have links for lots of things. And if you need help finding anything, you can always email us at our Gmail, roseopalknits@gmail.com, or leave a comment below.
Or Instagram.
Yep, message us on Instagram.
Messages. I at least see Instagram messages quicker than an email.
No, yeah. I see the emails quicker. She sees the Instagram messages, and I think we both see YouTube comments about the same.
Well, we both get notified on those.
Christmas in July mail ended on July 31st. You didn't have to finish anything. It was just participatory, and we have picked 3 winners, and we took screenshots of their Instagram entries, and we're going to pop them in the screen. So if you're watching this now and this is you're the winner. Congratulations. And if you contact us with you saying, hey, I saw I won, and here is my shipping information, we will get back to you and ship your prize out. And well, I was gonna say, I just remembered one of those prizes was a Christmas bag that Oli from Cherish Stitch by Oli on Etsy donated, and she's will be one of the shops that is linked below, and there's a coupon code for her shop as well.
She also has a podcast on YouTube.
Yes.
Which is, what is the name? I forgot it off the top of my
Oli
head.
of Cherish Stitched.
Yeah.
Right? Cherish Stitch. Yeah,
I wanted to just say her Etsy name again, which isn't right,
but that'll be linked below in the description box too. So you'll be able to find her podcast here on YouTube in our description box. And I'm sure while I'm editing, I'll put stuff on the screen.
I start saying stuff and then I forget halfway through what I'm supposed to be saying.
And we have notes too. Yeah. We still forget.
Okay. All right. Look, these are our notes.
Very short. Yeah.
That is it. Okay. We don't have very much notes.
So we wanted to also talk about our upcoming make-along, which is the Back to Blankets and Sweaters make-along, and that will start September 1st, and it'll end on December 31st. So prizes for that will be picked on January 1st or 2nd, depending on how busy we are.
That one, not whips.
Whips are allowed.
Yeah, whips are allowed. I always think that means, like, you don't have to finish it.
You know no. Whips are allowed, but to win to be eligible for prizes, you need to finish your whip in that amount of time, since it's a 4-month make along. So September, October, November, December, So that's the goal of this make along, Back to Blankets and Sweaters, is to get them finished by the end of the year, because we have plenty that we would like to finish And that we actually will have an extra episode this month, August, that's showing you all our blankets and sweaters. So I hope you look forward to that and we'll watch it. And we will also go over any prizes that have been donated to the podcast for that specific MAU. Also, I'm trying to fly through these so we can get to the crafty stuff. Also, we are going to have another Zoom meetup that is this Friday, August 4th.
I believe so. I can check.
Yeah. I think it's August.
Sure.
This Friday.
The 4th.
Yeah, August 4th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we always give that information in our Discord group. Or you can email us at roseopalknits@gmail.com and put Zoom in the title, and then we will send you the invite to that if you would like to join us. We've had one Zoom meetup since the last podcast episode. We were unable to fit one in last week, and I also wanted to say, so because someone asked us and they thought our Discord group was like for members, or you had to like pay to be a part of it. You don't have to pay to be a part of our Discord group. It's free for anyone if you'd like to join. And if you're not on Discord, give it a try, because I think it's a great platform, and it's free. You don't have to pay any money to join. So, and the link to our Discord group is in the description box below. Also, well, let's start with this, because it all kind of flows into the same topic. So, Natalie of Nitty Natty has recently been talking about businesses in, like the knitting, crafting, crochet community, podcasters and that kind of stuff in her Q&A sections of her podcast. So if you watch her podcast, which a lot of people do, you may have heard her discuss that. And we were contacted recently by one of the small businesses that had donated to this podcast. And the owner of the small business was apologizing for possibly causing us to incur cost that, out of our pockets to send her the donation from the shop to a winner. And we've already responded to that email and everything's worked out. But Daphne and I have discussed this. And when we started our podcast years ago, because what are we doing?
Almost 3 years.
Yeah. Or it's almost 4 years, right?
Is it? I don't know.
We've been doing it a while.
Is it almost 4? Yeah, because Mason's going to be 5. Almost 4 years.
Yeah, because Paisley's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's also crazy to think I have a 4-year-old, okay?
We knew that if we eventually started doing giveaways and make-alongs, that we were going to most likely use our crafting budget, our personal crafting budget, to help pay for those giveaway prizes and make-along prizes. And for a long time we did 100% cover all those. But through the years, we've been blessed through this community that we've created here through Rose Opal Knits and all of you to receive donations from shop owners, and just other knitters have sent things for us to give away. And we do still spend mostly our money on shipping costs for those things. And we have gifted internationally gift cards through Etsy, because, we feel most comfortable with that. because we feel like it's a guarantee. You know, if we gift someone
We don't want
internationally
to send you something
and have it get lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awful.
That'd be terrible on both sides, because then
Uh-huh.
you'll be like waiting for it, and we're like, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mhm.
lose-lose for both situations.
Yeah.
We'd rather guarantee you
Mhm.
get something if
Yeah.
you do win.
Yeah. And when we started Rose Opal Knits, we started it to build community, to have a group of crafters that we could build friendships with and discuss crafty ideas and plans with, and you know, just you guys brighten our day, we brighten your day, that type of, you know, relationship. We didn't start Rose Opal Knits for it to be a business. And I wanted to say that the things that Natalie of Nitty Natty said make complete sense. Like, and you know, she seems to, I don't know her personally, but she seems to be a very smart businesswoman. And she at this point in her journey is running a business. Um, and that's wonderful. She sells patterns, you know, she has membership groups, you know, she does all that kind of stuff. And she makes some valid points about how you know, pattern designers and just knitting help can be undervalued. And we would never want to undervalue um, knitting, things like that, you know, patterns and just knitting help and advice and that kind of stuff. We do offer a few free patterns at roseopalknits.com, and the main reason for that is because at this point I don't feel comfortable taking money out of the personal budget to have them professionally tech edited, because that is expensive, and rightly so. A tech editor deserves a fair wage. But I do have a few patterns that I wrote, and I actually did, you know, use my own money to take a pattern writing class. So hopefully there aren't too many mistakes in those patterns. And I love when one of you guys come back and say, hey, I noticed this, is this wrong? And I can fix it. But I don't think that my platform is big enough that I could recoup that money I would spend on a tech editor to put back, you know, to put back in the personal finances. So anyway, I offer them for free, and I am glad to do that. I'm happy to do that. But it has been nice. This is going way longer than I thought it would. It has been nice that through the years, and our community has grown, we now do receive a tiny bit of money through Google Ads on YouTube. We did open a Ko-Fi for donations, which the link for that is in the description box. And we do offer merchandise, Rose Opal Knits merchandise, in a Spreadshirt shop. And all of the funds that we receive through those avenues all go right back in to the Rose Opal Knits community. We have never used any of those funds to like fluff up our own stash. We use it to cover shipping costs, to buy giveaway prizes, to packaging, to send the donations, like for all those things. Oh, we have an advanced Zoom account so that we can host longer Zooms meetings, and all that has been paid for through the donations on Ko-Fi. And you know, one day I would like it if one day we had got enough money through those avenues that I could pay for the Rose Opal Knits website to offer those free patterns, because right now that does come out of my personal finances. And like, we would love to have a PO box to offer, you know, an address to people who would like to send donations for giveaways, because the bigger the community gets, in our eyes, the more that we can give to the community through make-alongs and giveaways. And this might seem like too much information. You might not like this conversation, but it is a conversation that is being had, and we have been talking about it, you know, together, and we just thought that it should be something that we discuss with you, because we do want to be transparent and honest with, you know, everyone that is in our community. And if you have given us a donation, we do greatly appreciate it. Because we do want to offer giveaways and have make-alongs. It's just fun for everyone
Mm-hmm.
involved. And the Zoom meetings, they're a blast too. We really enjoy those. Um, so, all that to say, first off, thank you. Thank you for the time that you spend with us and the talent that you offer us. Um, and if you have in the past or you feel inclined to in the future, to support us, our Rose Opal knits, and through donations or purchasing from the Spreadshirt shop, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. We have updated the Spreadshirt shop with new designs. They are live now, but full disclosure, there's going to be a sale
On the 4th.
on.
I forget when it runs to. It starts on the 4th. I'll find out the date and tell her so she can add it.
I can put it on the screen.
But I did set up the sale. It's 20% off. On the 4th. I think it's like 7 days, maybe, possibly. Mm-hmm. Don't take my word for it. Take whatever she puts on the screen or whatever she does, okay? That's right. But it starts on the 4th, okay? Mm-hmm. And there are, I don't even know how many more designs he made, but there are about 3 different new designs, but there are different colors in those same designs, so there's more than just 3.
Yeah.
But there are quite a few, and I figured out how to add it to front and back, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so she added like the Rose Opal Knits logo to like the corner of the chest.
Yeah.
And then on the back put the larger, not
different
design. Things like knit, and things like that. But
we also didn't want everything to be like labeled as Rose Opal either. Because I mean, like, you might have just liked the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So there are some that do not have Rose Opal at all. It's just knitting related.
Yeah, or crafting
crafty related things, basically.
So if you're inclined to purchase some merch.
There are some kids stuff too, because I had to add it because my kids want merch.
Yeah.
My 4-year-old came up to me as I'm doing it. He's like, "Oh, you have new merch?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I want the new merch," and I'm like, "Okay." And then my daughter, of course, wants them too.
Yeah, my daughter too. So, so that they're in the shop, but the sale starts on August 4th to get 20% off.
Yep.
And I actually probably right now will include like a montage of the new designs so you can see those. Oh yeah. Okay. So to go back to Discord, so we do have the Discord group, and it's been way more active than our Facebook group ever was. But it's
close the Facebook group.
No, it's still there, but nobody uses it.
I'll probably try to figure out how to take down the Facebook.
And,
go to Discord if you want to join us.
Yeah, and but we were thinking it might be fun if we hosted just a make along in the Discord group. Maybe like a month-long DK weight sock make along or something. So if you're part of the Discord group and you think that would be a fun idea, drop us a comment, let us know. And if you're not part of the Discord group but you want to join because you think that'll be a fun idea, please join the group. We'd love to have you there. Like I said, it's free. You don't have to pay anything to join. And
if we do a DK weight make along, we also have the free DK weight sock pattern on the website too.
Yeah. So
we have. You won't have to go like searching for anything.
Yeah.
We have a wide ribbed and a vanilla, don't we?
We have the vanilla recipe. We have the wide rib sock that comes in 3 adult sizes, and then we also have 3 different DK weight toe options.
So basically, you can find all the information on our website
at roseopalknits.com. Yeah, and so, and the last thing was, see, because we're just jumping around, but we don't consider Rose Opal Knits a business. We do consider it a community and one that we have lots of fun with. But we also have fun dyeing yarn. And up to this point, we've dyed yarn for ourselves, and we've kept some aside to give away as prizes and gifts for the Rose Opal Knits community. But one or two people through the years have asked about, getting Rose Opal Knits yarn. And we, at this point, would not work yarn dyeing like as a regular business. However, we think it would be a lot of fun to dye up a bunch of yarn in like small batch colorways, like maybe 2 or 3 skeins at a time, and non-repeatable colorways, most likely.
We don't know how to do that. Maybe if we did do it, we could figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
But no, we cannot repeat colors.
And maybe put some up for sale in an Etsy shop. If there is a desire for that. If there are those of you who would be like, hey, yeah, I'd love to like purchase Rose Opal Knits yarn from you, then let us know that. And because it is something that we thought would be fun to do in a relaxed, like no stress kind of way. But just let us know if you're interested, and then we'll figure out like how we can make that happen too, because we're always up to do crafty things, and but we obviously can't purchase a bunch of yarn and then just give it all away for free. We don't have that kind of budget.
Not that much. Not that much.
But all right, I hope that you've stuck around, and I hope that you that you understand where we're coming from with everything we have to say, and that you're looking forward to our upcoming make-alongs and Zooms. And just, we're going to get into the crafty goodness now. Oh, wait, before we get into the crafty goodness, if you are new and you did stick around this long and you're wondering who the heck we are.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Erica. I am married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 27, 20, 15, and almost 7 years old. She'll be 7 in October. So 3 boys and 1 girl. The youngest is a girl. I am a homeschooling mom. I only homeschool my youngest 2 now because the other 2 have graduated out of my homeschool and they work full-time jobs. Daphne is married to my oldest son.
Yeah, and we have 4 kids. We also have 3 boys and 1 girl, but mine is boy, girl, boy, boy. So they're 4, 3. She just turned 3, and the other one just turned 2, and Isaac's tomorrow will be
11 weeks.
He's
13
3 months.
Okay.
Like tomorrow, August 2nd, he will be 3 months.
Okay. All right. They grow so fast. But and we do live in a multi-generational home, so we currently all live in the same house.
Yeah, there's a lot of people and a lot of kids.
Holden and Daphne, they have rooms in the basement. Of course, they have access. I say this all the time. They have access to the rest of the house if they should need it.
No, we're banished to the basement, okay?
If you've watched our blogs, you know they're all over the place.
Yeah, there's no stopping them, especially since they think they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
We just put door locks on all the doors in the basement, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-year-old.
Oh, he loves to go in the bathroom.
Theo. Oh, yeah. He runs in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's so interested in the bathroom.
Yeah, but he's going to clog the toilet or something.
I know. This morning, they actually ran in my room. I actually have a picture of the yarn. I'll show you. I'll send to you.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so the 2-year-old grabs my yarn. It's a skein. It's a skein, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regular skein of yarn. No, it's a ball. It's just a ball.
It's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. It's a ball that I have to untangle. Luckily, it wasn't a fingering weight. It was DK, but still, DK isn't that much better either. I mean, yarn being tangled isn't that good anyways.
Yeah, no.
But yes, it is a hot mess that I have to fix. But I didn't say I also stay at home, but none of my kids are school age, so I just stay home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Mason's getting interested in reading now, so he has been learning some of his letters and some sounds and stuff.
When she starts the next school year in a couple of weeks, probably, right?
Thursday.
Yeah. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I would pay for ABC Mouse for him, and he's super excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll
see.
Yep.
Can I get on his Kindle?
All going well.
I don't have anything else.
So. I think so. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get it on his Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else for him to use
Yeah.
other than my phone.
He can use the
laptop.
He can use the laptop.
Can he?
Mm-hmm.
I have a laptop.
Yeah. All right. Now we're getting into the crafty business. We're going to start with
finished objects. What are you wearing?
What I'm wearing. All right. I am. Wait. Hold on 1 second. All right. Sorry. I had to take a brief break. But now we're going to talk about this sweater. So I am wearing my Bluebird Cardi. Did I knit this a year ago?
Something like that.
I think it was a year ago.
I think so.
And I used all stash yarn. So the Bluebird Cardi McDonald. It'll be on the screen. I also have show notes on Ravelry because I did make some changes. I'll stand up. Oh, I can't even show you. I changed the bottom. There's lace on the original pattern, and I just did garter stitch. And the pattern's written for all one color, and I did 2 different colors.
Well, you were possibly gonna run out of yarn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Did you?
I only had 2 skeins of this. Yeah, just about, I think. I mean, I don't think I ran out, but I think I would have if I had tried.
Been able to finish.
Yeah, so this is just a speckling yarn from Knit Crate. Knit Crate's no longer in business. And this is this cream color is a
baby something.
Dale Garn, baby Dale Ool or something.
That sounds right.
Uh-huh. And they're old. They were out of stash. But anyway, it's just a nice little summer little cardigan. And that's it. I can't remember what I knitted on, but I do have project notes, like I said, on Ravelry.
It was old. It's not old, but it's an older knit.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
since knit a lot more.
And so what finished objects. Oh, I did want to say that we do, I think I said this in the beginning. We have a lot to show you. Daphne started 4 sweaters.
I started 4 sweaters, finished 3 socks, finished a dishcloth.
Yeah.
Ripped out a sweater.
Yeah.
Ripped out a sweater.
She did rip out a sweater. All right, yeah. So we have a lot to talk about. So this is going to be a long podcast. So those of you that like the shorter ones,
long.
I know. Those of you that love this, that like the short ones, we're sorry. Break it up, please. All right, finished objects. I have 1, so I'm going to go first, and then I get a nice long break. I finished my why do I always forget the name of this pattern?
I don't know.
I don't either. But this one was already done. This is where the other one was, so I just completed that.
This is past the heel, right? You were done with the heel, or were you in the heel?
I was in the short rows of the heel, I think.
So somewhere in the heel, but it's like, it seems like it's almost done.
Yeah, but that's because of how it's knit. So here is the pattern. It is called Fresh Choice. The Fresh Choice socks. The heel is knit differently. It's not like a heel flap and gusset.
I'm trying to see it.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard because maybe this side will be easier.
The like the heel flap or the gusset, I guess, is what it is.
She's pointing to this part.
Yeah, sorry. Is knit with like increases on both sides, and then there's some short rows that make this bottom point.
I was confused where the short rows were.
Yeah.
You kept saying there were short rows.
Here, let me take it off.
And I never asked.
I forgot to put my wedding rings on.
So did I. I always do when we record.
But right there, so there's short rows that you knit back and forth. It's a really nice pattern. I like this heel. It fits a little big. So I normally knit a 64 stitch fingering weight sock on a US 1.5. That's my standard. And those are, I don't wear super snug socks. They kind of twist on my foot, she can tell you. They always kind of twist around on my foot. But this is even bigger than what I normally wear. So I will knit this pattern again, and when I do, I'll go down a size. But I do like it a lot.
Here, I want to see a difference. I have a 64 stitch sock too. So just to show our gauge difference, we knit our socks the same. Well, not exactly same method because I always use 9-inch circulars. She goes back and forth between which way she does it.
I do it all different
But
ways, yeah.
we do both knit 64 stitch socks on a US one, which is a 2.5 millimeter.
No, US 1.5.
Yes, that's right. But anyways, so if this is the foot of the sock, right? The white one is mine. It's not white, but the lighter one. So you see how much space there is in between it? That's just to show our gauge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because we both have two very different. I know I didn't really judge it right.
No,
we
you
also
did
have
fine.
two very different shoe sizes also, and I also did a different heel than she did.
And I don't have a wide foot. I do have a high instep, but I have a narrow foot.
I have very small feet.
She has. Look at that.
I have very small feet. Okay?
Lucky duck. She finishes her socks so quick. I don't mean it doesn't look like I have to go much further. I really don't.
No, it doesn't. But just to like, she does wear her socks looser than I do.
She wears hers tighter. She knits tighter.
So
yeah,
I mean that's what I wanted to show.
My socks kind of flip around. Like half the time the heel is up on the top of my foot. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not. What's that tactile? When people like things bother. Yeah, no, I'm not very tactile. At least not when it comes to like feet. So those I kept. Okay, so let me tell you. So that project was kept in this bag by Red's Lady Creates, and it was part of a set with Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. for Valentine's Day. And it's upside down. So there is the yarn tag. It was a sock set called Gnome Kisses. And it also came with a mini, which you can kind of see it peeping up right back there on that basket. I didn't use the mini because I was knitting shorties, so I just wanted to use as much of the yarn as I could. This is what I have left. It's just about a full 50 grams, but not quite. And did I say everything?
I think so.
All right, that's all the information for my one finished object. So I'm going to work on a dishcloth while she talks.
I don't have, mine's not going to take that long though.
It's not?
Either. No, because they're all already been shown pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so these are my Midnight Dancer socks. I think that's the name of them, by Sarah Nordland. So
I put everything across the screen anyway.
And I don't really care to right now because I have so many socks and it's kind of ridiculous at this point.
So are you just putting these away for a later date?
Basically, yeah. They're all just going in the chest until I decide to actually weave in the ends. So they're just kind of sitting to the side because I do have so many. But anyway, so this is the first one. You've already seen this one. But this was the second one. I was where this flower was. And this is a collaboration between Willow Tree Yarns. What is that right? I feel like that's wrong. Willow Tree Yarns?
Yeah.
Willow Tree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it was knits for a second.
No.
Sorry. Anyways, Willow Tree Yarns and Hey Country Creations. Willow Tree Yarns obviously dyes yarn, and this is the early spring color. And then the Progress Keeper is from Hey Country Creations. I want to show you this a little bit closer. If I take it off, you might be able to see it better.
Oh, I think you'll see it better on a sock.
Really?
Yeah.
On that light one? I feel like you couldn't really see it that great, you know what I mean? But anyways, so let me show this all super close. You see the little beads? She hand does this. And they're incredible. We have multiple of these.
Yeah.
But this is like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think I could sit there and do that. But anyways, they're so cool. And so it was a collab. I do not know if it's available anymore or anything like that. You would have to go to Angela's shop. But
Angela's Willow Tree Yarns.
Sorry, Willow Tree Yarns. But yeah, so they're very pretty. And it was knit on a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. And I believe I did the medium size, but I only follow the pattern for the ruffle. And then on I do a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, and then a wedge toe. I don't know what's written in the pattern at all. I just know that's how I like my foot to fit, basically.
Mm-hmm. You have the pattern. You just followed it for the ruffle.
I did follow the pattern for the ruffle. That's why I bought it and everything. I just wanted the ruffle. But that one was kept. Yeah, that one was kept in this bag. And I do actually have her tag. Here's her tag. And I have a whole bunch of yarn left. Like, feel it.
Mm-hmm. It is a lot.
Like, it's a lot of yarn, okay? Like, honestly, I kind of wish 50-gram sock yarn was more available because I do get basically 2 full pairs of socks out of 1 skein of yarn. So, just for me personally, I would use half skein more. But then I have my Rose Opal socks. So, here's this one. It's kind of hard to see my donut. But you've already seen this sock. And this one is just a plain vanilla finger and weight sock. So, 64 count with a 1x1 rib. And then heel flap and gusset and a wedge toe. The blue is Clark&L. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. And then the Rose Opal, the main color, is Rose Opal. I don't think it's available anymore, is it? At Sweet Mountain Fibers. So, very pretty. And so, this did come with actual minis. It's actually our gnomes back there, where the contrasts, the hats are. So,
because those are our favorite colors.
But like I said, out of 100 gram skein of yarn, I get 2 pairs of socks. So this is my second sock, and I already made a pair of socks and 2 gnomes, and I still have some. And it's also partially mainly because I like shorty socks, and then I have little feet. I only wear a size 7 in women's, if that gives you any idea of size of my foot. But then I finished another vanilla sock. I could not think of what I was saying. But so these are them, and there are 2. So, but for these ones, I held a finger and weight yarn double. I didn't even show you the bag this is my bag. It's from Mountain State Stitches. Look, I'm like oblivious. But anyway, so I can actually show you. I have this for a Rose Opal. I don't know how much it is exactly. And then this is, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. And I already made a whole pair of socks out of these, fingering held double too. And I still have some left. Like, I try to use all my yarn, but I kind of struggle with it because of how small my feet are. But then, so the next pair, these ones, are fingering held double. So it's more like in between a DK and a worsted weight. So I use a US 4 for these. I don't know the millimeters, but I might have that in here.
It really just depends on the plumpness of the yarn.
Yeah, it does. It's a 3.5 millimeter is what a 4 is. So for these, I do 1x1 rib. I cast on 44 stitches for these though, and it's a 1x1 rib. And I think I knit like 6 rounds, and then go into the heel flap, and then a wedge toe. So very quick.
They're cute.
These ones you guys did not see at all. The yarn is Yarn Cafe Creations Champagne Punch. So I bought one of her mystery packs a couple months ago, and this is the first one I've knitted with. But yeah, so those are my socks. And then my last thing, I can't reach it, is in my White Rose Fiber Co. bag. I forgot to tell you this. This is the Molly Klein bag on Etsy. And then this one is White Rose Fiber Company. I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. But this is my dishcloth bag for this year. And you've already seen a dishcloth in this color. So here it is. I don't even know if I have a tag. Actually, I do. It's Peaches and Cream Stripey in the green stripes color. Oh, there it is. And for this one, I knit it on a US 8, I believe. Because it is thinner than the regular Peaches and Cream. Because this, yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Like, here, you can see it. It says it's still a 4. But look how thin it is compared to it. I mean, I don't have anything to compare.
As heavy, yeah.
It's because it's a little bit closer to that. But US 8 is a 5mm needle. And I did follow the pattern exactly, which was the PJ Allen's grandma's second favorite dishcloth, I believe. So it's done. It's kind of small. That's okay. So yeah. That's all my finished objects though.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. I'm knitting.
Okay. I'll keep talking then.
Okay.
Okay, we'll talk about what I ripped out, because that goes into actually our Christmas in July make-along that I would have finished my granny square blanket, but I gave up on. I did not give up on it. That's not the right word for it.
You put it on hold.
I put it on hold because I got to. Hold on. 19 granny squares, right? And I was keeping up with it. I finished 19 dishcloths, granny squares on the 19th day of July, right? And then by then, I was like laying them out to see how big the blanket would get. Wasn't gonna be big enough, so I was like, I don't even have a background color, like border color. I mean, not background color, border color. I don't have anything like this. So, and I don't have enough. I'm not gonna have enough squares to do this either. So I'm gonna wait until after this Christmas to actually finish it, because then we're doing the advent between me, her, and her friend Julie again this year, which is 20 gram minis. And so I do have squares. These are my squares that I did finish. I've already showed you up to day 11. So just really quick. They're all just 12 round granny squares. And I don't have all the tags because not all of them came with tags. That one is so soft. Do you feel that one?
Mm-hmm.
But just 12 rounds on all of them. I really like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's like one of my favorite. Look at it. It's so pretty.
It is pretty.
I like want a blanket out of just those.
So this one was 20 grams total, but two 10 gram minis from
row
1, yeah.
And that's the last one. So I got up to day 19. So I have 5 left. I've not touched them since then, but I do have one in my little bee bag, right? And I also have the hook, so I can tell you, ooh, I have 2 hooks. That's not this. I am using a 3mm hook, and this was my next yarn that I was gonna do.
Oh, it's so pretty. That's Painted Lady.
I was about to say, I think it's Painted
Barnyard
Lady.
Fabrico.
But yeah, so I do intend to finish this. I really want it. But I felt no point in doing it right now because I can't finish it. But then I was like looking for yarns and like trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was like, I was going to go to our local yarn store, the Yarn Maven. But then I was like, I don't really want to spend more money on this because I should have something in my stash. So I was looking, and I should have brought it up, I did not. But I had Knit Picks palette in like a sagey green. I don't know exactly the colorway or anything like that, but it was like a sagey green, basically. Kind of like my shirt, actually. Like, pretty close to my shirt. And a couple others, but the sagey color that I had looked so cute with it. It was more soft, because I had a lot of like tonally colors. It was pretty with all of them laid out. And so then palette is a non-superwash yarn. So then she was just like, well, you can't pair non-superwash with the superwash.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just wouldn't, not in a blanket.
That's what she said. And I was like, that's true. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
So then I was like thinking about it. And then she's just like, doesn't Coops Knit Socks, yeah, have a green? And I was like, yep, they do. And I have a whole sweater quantity downstairs that I have never worn. Now, mind you, this was I knit the Bright Feather by Jennifer Steingass. And it's such a pretty pattern, and I want it again. Yeah, you're probably going to be like, why did you rip it out then? Because it did not fit. Okay, since then I had 3 kids, I think. It was between 2 and 3. I don't know. I don't remember when I started it, but I think it was 3. So basically my body has changed quite a bit since knitting this sweater. So it was not puckering, it was bunching up here, kind of like how my shirt is right now, but it's a t-shirt, so it's okay. But anyway, so it's like puckering funny up here in the yoke. And I had spent so much time on that sweater, and I was like, it doesn't even fit right. So then I ripped it out, not ripped it out fully. I ripped out the bottom to try to crop it and make it feel better and fit better. Didn't help, didn't like it still. So then it has been sitting there. And then one day, that day, pretty much, I was like, I have the Coops Knit Socks, yeah, downstairs in a sweater. I'm just going to rip it out. And
if we can find a picture, I'll pop a picture of the finished Bright Feather.
I have a picture.
Oh, okay.
I took a picture before I ripped it out.
We'll pop it in.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's a finished picture of the first time I finished it, not the second time I finished it. But I did take a picture before I ripped it out. So I did not bring up all the yarn, because that would just been a hassle. But these were the colors, and like literally matches my shirt pretty much. Well, anyway, so this will be my border. It is Coops Knit Socks, yeah, in the aventurine color, I'm pretty sure. That sounds right. I don't know for sure.
Does sound right.
But I'm pretty sure. So I have quite a bit of this. I have a sweater quantity of it, obviously. So I have that. Should be plenty, hopefully. And then the other color, which was the feathers, was this, which I love this so much. It's also in my gnomes back there. One of my favorite colors ever. And it's brown. Yes, I know. But it is from Amy of Noble Character Crafts. She does not dye yarn anymore. But this is the Woodsy I believe, colorway that she made. I do not have a tag. It's like one of the first hand-dyed yarns I bought. But it's so pretty. And I love it. And I do plan on getting more of a whitish color, more creamy white color, and doing the bright feather again. And this will be my feathers again. But I also knit that sweater on a US 5, which is what, a 3.75 millimeter, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something
because
like
a 6 is a 4.
But yeah, so knowing me, no.
It's too tight. She's a very tight knitter.
Too tight. I knit a fingering weight sweater on at least a US 7, which is what, 4.5?
I don't know, something like that.
Something like that. I think I have a 7 in one of these bags over here. But yeah, so way too tight though.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because I usually knit fingering weight sweaters on 4s, 5s, or 6s. It depends on the gauge.
No,
but...
never. That thing, it would like turn into a rock basically. Like that's not the thing for me. Okay. So yeah, but
that's it.
What do you have?
Wait, was that your only project you did for Christmas in July?
That was my only project,
okay.
which I don't consider it a fail in my book because I did 19.
And then I realized, changed your plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you wanted a bigger blanket. That makes sense.
I mean, it would have been like a little bit bigger than a baby blanket, but not a throw blanket, which is what I'm aiming for more so.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But with another 24 days of minis, I think it'll be big enough. This year, we got to open them in the morning so then I can finish them.
Oh, okay.
By the night.
All right.
Okay? And then you guys can see it the next day.
Are we recording Vlogmas again this year?
Yep.
Okay.
I just decided that apparently. I was like, hey, look, if we're having an advent, we might as well open it for everyone else to see.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I feel like that was easier than sitting down and recording in December.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It was fun. It was fun. If you want us to do a Vlogmas again, leave a comment below.
I kind of already decided we were.
Well, in my summer sock camp bag from 2021 are my sock projects, and I had one Christmas in July sock project that I didn't finish. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I don't really think anyone expected me to finish. It's done.
I don't think anyone really expected me to finish. Well, maybe based on the first podcast of this month, but
yeah.
So I guess I don't know.
So I try to keep all my sock projects in my summer sock camp bag, and I just like to show it because I like it. It's cute. But in this bag by let me see. It is Cherished Stitch by Opal. I always want to like change it up, but this is a Christmas bag, and
it's so cute.
It is so cute. And I completed one sock. So I was here where this Santa Claus is, and that is from
Hey Country Creations.
Hey Country Creations. So cute. But I was here, so I had a couple stripes to add to the foot, and then I needed to add the toe, and then I had waste yarn here. So I just picked up those stitches, removed the waste yarn, and knit a heel. And I knit the heel exactly the same as the toe. And this heel and toe are like a I don't know, like a elongated toe. I think it's like almost 2.5 inches. It's kind of long. I think an average toe is like 2 inches, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. One of them's like 1.5.
1.5 to 2 inches.
The wedge toe is like 1.5, I believe.
Well, I think this is about 2 inches. Well, actually, I can measure it.
The barn toe is longer.
Yeah. So.
Is that what you did?
I have my sock. No.
Oh.
I have my sock ruler. So I will measure it. Oh my. It says that the toe is 3.25 inches. So the toe is 3.25 inches, and the heel is also 3.25 inches, and it's a great fit.
Wait, I want to measure my toe.
Okay.
Now I'm curious. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's 3 inches.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. weird. Yeah.
No,
What?
we're measuring wrong. That's
Oh.
1, 2, 2 1/4.
Oh, from the bottom of the ruler. That makes more sense. Yeah, that's still almost 3 though for yours.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 2.5 inches. My toe is 2.5 inches. Hers is 2. What was yours?
2. Right? Yeah, so we start down there too.
Yeah, 2.
We're measuring this one, just so you know.
2 1/2, 2 3/4. I don't know, so
Apparently measuring is hard right now, okay?
Yeah. So anyway, here's my sock. Let me put it on a thing just so it looks pretty. A blocker. So I do wear a women's like 10.5, 11. So I do have a long, narrowish foot. But I really like it.
I love that yarn.
And the yarn here, will you hold it for me?
Yeah, sorry. I have another sock to show in a minute.
Thanks.
I was trying to get it on blockers.
These are okay, I'll show this first. So I did start the second sock, and I just have the cast on and like half of around. That's it. This yarn is West Yorkshire Spinners Fairy Lights, and it does have stellina in it.
It is sparkly.
It has stellina. And then the contrast color is also West Yorkshire Spinners in chocolate lime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, chocolate lime.
Which is a candy, isn't it?
Yep, that we were told it was a candy. Yeah, so these will definitely be done this year for Christmas.
I was about to say, don't say before Christmas.
No, this year for Christmas, I think. So that was that.
You jinx yourself.
And all right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more whips. How many do you have?
5.
Okay, so you go.
Okay, hold on. I have another Mom Skates Kitchen bag. No, I just need to put these on blockers. I feel like you'd be able to see them better. I have 2 socks.
Why do you do that? We're going to pause.
Alright, I have 1 more sock, and that's all mine is. These are them.
So
and
pretty.
so this one, that you have seen this whole sock, you have not seen this, but you have seen the squares. This is Granny's in a Row. I forget who it's by exactly. It's Jen
screen.
something. Jen Yard.
It'll be on the screen.
Pretty sure it's Jen Yard. But anyways, so these are Granny squares. Yes. And then I don't want to tell you anything about that actually. But anyways, so you do make Granny squares and then you knit a sock basically. And I don't know the hook size actually. I thought I had the hook in here. 2.5. I think. I took it out last night when I was working on them. I believe it was a 2.5 millimeter hook. And then the needles are 1.5, which is a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter hook needle. Anyways, so I followed the pattern up here for the leg basically. Well, not even the leg. Just how to make it basically. But I didn't follow because it's like stripy socks. I wasn't doing stripy socks. I wanted like color block socks, if you can't tell. But anyways, so the yarns are some of these squares. The colorful ones, more colorful ones I should say, is Willow Tree yarns in the lollipop color. And then the purple one is Paper Cranes yarn in the Cheshire color. The white-ish, it's like off-white peachy pink color, is Mace Skeins, which was an advent that I bought on a D-stash. And then these 2 are Rose Hill yarns, and they were minis. This one was a mini to Winter Wonderland, and I forget what this one was a mini to. I do still have this one. I haven't used that skein yet, but I forget what the sock set was called. So I can't tell you that. And then I'm working with the Mason Skeins yarn again because I ran out of the green. I did separate the green so I could use 50 grams for each sock. And I thought that would get me further, but it didn't. Because I also made my leg a little bit taller than I normally would have. Like, this would have been my leg normally. But then the cuff would have been where the granny squares are, basically. So I don't know why I thought that was enough yarn. But I did.
Do you have enough of this yarn to finish the socks?
I separated this. I did then start this sock, this side, because this one was done. And then, so I got you've seen that whole sock basically. So I was like, I have to get this sock with this at least done, so then I could work on this one again. But then I was already working on this one. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep working on this one because I wanted to pick up the stitches and just like be able to just knit plain.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm working on the rest of the foot, and I'm about.
So are you gonna do the toe in the pink?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
the toe will be in the pink.
Okay.
I'm getting there. I have roughly 20 more rows before the toe on this sock, and then it's about 30. It is exactly 30 until I get to the toe on this foot. So I'm gonna see how long this white takes me, and then I do still have some of the paper cranes and the
that would look cute
and the lollipop that I'm considering striping in, but I only have 4 grams of each of them, so I don't know if I really want to
do one round of each, or
yeah, you know, because I mean, like, then it's not really going to show much of it. Or I could.
You could do one color on one sock and one color on the other sock.
But then I was thinking, how cute it would be. Blah blah blah. How cute would it be if I had like stripes on like the leg of one sock, like in a different pair of socks entirely, with a more neutral yarn, so then they would pop. You know what I mean? Like if I used white and made a stripe on the leg of each color and have the legs be 2 different colors, one in lollipop and one in Cheshire.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you could do the tip of each toe, because coming off of the hot pink, they'd pop too.
They would, yeah. Like, I want them to stand out because I do really like both these yarns. The Cheshire was I bought for to make my daughter a hat, and I actually was knitting that in the hospital when I had her too. So like that holds a certain place in my heart, obviously. But then the lollipop yarn, Angela gifted to me actually because I said how much I liked it, and I love it. Like, it's so pretty.
It is a great yarn.
So, but yeah, like they both.
Because I ended up getting it too, and
so pretty.
And it like sock, and it really pops against the light color.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like it's just they're both such good colorways too. So I don't want them to stay on the blockers. I don't want to lose stitches. But yeah, those are my last socks.
All right, so I'm gonna show you a boring whip. I forgot to put this back in my bag.
A boring whip.
Let me put this back in my bag before I lose it. My July dishcloth is not finished. That's okay. I've been busy with life.
Life.
I didn't knit at all on Sunday.
You barely knit anything today too, right?
Yeah. I knit a couple rows on this today. That's it. I've just been busy. So let me tell you, I keep all my dishcloths this year in my white rose Fiberco, and this might actually be forever my dishcloth bag.
It's like the perfect size.
Yeah. And I finished up the Knit Picks Dishy. So I have one from another month.
That was last month or something.
And
well, I guess the last 2 months.
Another one from another month. And I think maybe I had another one, but I gave it away for your diaper sprinkle.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it's Dishy by Knit Picks in the inlet colorway. I finished it, so it's down here. And then I borrowed, I took from Daphne because it's not like she's getting it back.
I don't need it back.
Just white, and this is I Love This Cotton by Hobby Lobby. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Okay, I love this cotton.
And I used it to make a mushroom.
Yeah. So I will finish the dishcloth off in the white, and maybe I'll have it finished before I finish editing the podcast, and I can just pop a picture in and say it's done. So there's that one. I have 2 others.
I have 4 more.
Are they're all the sweaters? Sweater. Well, we'll just let you talk about your sweaters in a row. I'll just keep talking.
Okay.
Does that work?
Go ahead.
All right. In this bag by Molly Klein Design is my front porch shawl. I am using the last of my single ply yarn stash in this shawl. It's a pattern by the Autumn Acorn, Judy Jewel. And it's taken me way too long. to knit this shawl. But I do it in spurts. So it's very stripy. And where's Ralph? Does you think he really wants to know where Ralph is?
I think he
Does he
has
need to
Holden.
talk to him?
Holden was down there.
Oh, okay. We've got some grown men in this house. If you hear them talking in the background. So you start at this point, and then you knit straight, and then you get wider, and then you knit straight, this like mock cable pattern. So I've completed the mock cable pattern. So now I'm in my first decrease section, and the colors will just repeat what I've already done. So, I mean, I really should have this finish.
You say that every time, and then you don't work on it.
I'm going to have it finished next time. I am. I'm going to have it finished next time.
Okay.
So, I am knitting it on a US 6, I believe. Of course, it could be a 5. It's a 5. 3.75 millimeter needle, Chalgoo. And my yarns. So I had 2 minis in this colorway. I had them written down. Which is HKNT Fawn Minis in Caribbean Sea. You want to hold those?
Sure.
Thanks. And then this is Bay Street Yarns Fawn Stepping Stones. So that's the same company. They just changed their name in between me buying them. And then this is Dreamin' Colored Jilly in the Retriever colorway. And I had 2 different size balls of this, and now I only have this left. So I've used up one of the balls.
You think you have enough of that one?
Yeah, I think so. And
you have a pretty big section of that color.
I do, but it's not that many stitches. Oh, okay. Actually, this is what I have left of the other ball. I mean, that's nothing. I should have threw that away, but I didn't because I thought maybe I might need it. I don't know. And then I have this. This was the only full skein I had. I guess the minis were full skeins, but and this is Noble Character Crafts Radiant Base in the Embrace colorway. So. And if I have any left over, because I can't just like throw them out, you know, if I have any left over from this shawl, I'm going to use them in a Sophie scarf by Petite Knits. And I'll probably have to pair them with something else.
It's under your bed.
That's all right. I'll get it later. So there's that. And now that I'm just in garter stitch, like I can totally just like sit and knit while I'm like watching my murder mysteries at night when I have time to do that. Because I don't.
How many decreases do you have to make?
Well, this section, so it's like a decrease section, a straight section, a decrease section. So you decrease every other row in the decrease section. But so there's that. And then my last project that I worked on, no, it's not. No, it's not. I have I have one other than this. Go ahead and talk about 2 of your sweaters.
What?
I forgot. We're a mess.
Okay.
I'm a mess.
I don't
She's
even
not
know
a
what
mess.
bags I have. All right. Anyways, I'm going to talk about these 2. Isn't this one? Yes, these 2 first. Okay. I have 4. All right. But anyway, so one day, I don't even know why, I was like, I want to knit all the kids' sweaters. And all the kids, I mean, my kids, my older 3, and then my niece. So my niece is 4. She's like 3 months younger than Mason is, which is, so I was like, I can't make them all sweaters and not her. I will make Isaac a sweater later because it's not the season and who knows how big he's going to get, you know? So we're going to hold off on his. So I started all of them sweaters and I was like, I'm going to work on one yoke at a time and finish it. So I finished all yokes. And the boys' sweaters, look, I literally finished the yoke and split for sleeves and did not knit after that on this one. But this one is in a Noble Character Crafts bag. And she has random updates. So, she does have an Etsy shop, but it's very random. But
for her bags, yeah.
Yes. The
She used to keep her yarn in it, but she doesn't do that anymore.
The boys picked out the festival sweater mini by Petite Knits. So this one.
It's so cute.
Anyways, so
it reminds me of like Frankenstein.
It's not Frankenstein, it's Reptar.
It still reminds me of Frankenstein. I don't know why. It makes me think of Halloween, Frankenstein.
That's what I'm using. Hold on. Let me grab out my tags. Sorry. Oh, look, I have your notes. Apparently, I only have one tag. And I don't know what this
is. It all Swish DK?
No, I don't know what this green is. The green is Hobby Lobby's yarn. I don't know what it is.
It's not I Love This Yarn?
No, it's different.
Oh, okay.
No. I don't know what it is. But it is a green. I might be able to figure it out. I knit a pumpkin out of it last year when I was gifted it. But anyway, so this is it. And I showed Holden the main skeins of the, like, what I was going to knit the kids. So this is the one I chose for Theo, the green was. And Theo is the 2-year-old. So he gets green. But then I was like, grabbed out all my Swish DK because I have a bunch of it and I have not used it in a while. And I told Holden to pick 2 or 3 colors for each sweater. He picked the black, which is Swish DK in the black color. And then I don't know what this Swish DK purple is, but it's purple. Okay. Not sure. I'm knitting him the second size, and so we're have knit it 2 pattern, and I don't know the needles. It's a US 9, I believe. I used the US 7 for the neck.
And he wanted those colors specifically to be like Reptar from Rugrats.
Yep.
My second son is Thomas because of Rugrats. Holden named him.
Holden's online screen name was Reptar for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a Reptar keychain just because that was his online name. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it's a 5.5 millimeter needle. And look at these mushrooms. I got them from Paper Crane.
Mm-hmm. Paper Crane
They're
yarns.
so cute. Mm-hmm. Yes. But anyways, so that's where I'm at on his. And it's so cute. But like I said, I just split for sleeves on his. I didn't even knit a full round yet. But it's getting there. And then look, I got more from Paper Crane. She has mixed bags. But anyway, so again, the Festival Sweater Mini by Petite Knit. This one is the size 5. Same needles and all, same like knit pattern, all that.
This one's a bigger size than the green one?
Yes.
Oh.
That's backwards.
Turn that around.
But anyways, so these yarns, I believe I have the tags actually. So these are, he gets 3 colors because he loves blue. I don't have the tag apparently. I have the tag for 2 of them. But, oh, I have the tag for 3 of them. But anyways, so the gray is Loops and Thread, Cozy Merino Wool. I do believe they've rebranded this into Merino Luxe. I know it. I asked my mom if she still sells it. She does. Michael sells it. If you're curious, I'll tell you the actual name later. But I do believe they rebranded because it's the same yarn like makeup of it. So this is the tag. It is, where is it? 55% superwash merino and 45% anti-peeling acrylic. So I'm pretty sure they just rebranded it. But it's Loops and Thread. And it's just in the gray color. I've already knit hair socks out of it and part of a top for myself that I don't know if I'm going to finish. But anyways, so the darker blue is Bluebird. It is Swish DK also. And the white is just white. I don't know what the lighter blue is.
That is Swish though?
Yeah, it is all Swish DK. I can figure out the color names so. But yeah, this is size 5. The other one is size 2.
The colors are showing up really good on the camera.
It looks so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I know it's for a boy, but it's so pretty. It's so cute. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about that one.
Well, it's funny because this is that same sweater from that new podcast we started
Fruitful
watching.
Hands. Yeah.
Okay, so we came across, I think when one of our Zoom meetings, someone said, hey, do you guys watch The Fruitful Hands? And we were like, no, what's that? And they were like, it's a podcast. It's a mother and daughter duo in Kentucky.
It's
And they homeschool too.
There is a difference.
Oh yeah, there is a difference. And we think that I think that you would like them. So we found it and subscribed, and we didn't get a chance to start watching them until like 4 days ago, 5 days ago, and we love them. We think they're great, and you probably already know about them because they have a larger
they have a
community than we do. But that it, and rightly so, because they are so inspiring. They knit lots of sweaters, lots of Andrea Mowry sweaters and petite knit sweaters. But the daughter, Katie, she knit herself a gorgeous.
It was out of Olivia and Oliver. I might have the names mixed.
Yeah, yarn. It's so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
They both knit gorgeous sweaters, and the mom loves pink, and that's fantastic because pink is my second favorite color after
The daughter
orange.
also likes more neutral colors, so it's just funny.
She seems to like color though too.
Yeah, but it's more like mellow. You know what I mean? Not like as bright.
But anyway, so if you're looking for a new podcast to watch and you like the whole, dynamic that we have going here, they do it even better than us. Because they're just we're a little bit of a hot mess, and they aren't.
Yeah, pretty much.
So check them out if you're so inclined. All right, so I will talk about this in this tote bag by Cherished Stitch by Oli. I have my daughter's summer top.
It's so pretty. I see it every time. I'm like, it's so pretty.
It is a bottom-up sweater. And where's my marker? There it is, my donut. That donut is by Whimsy and Sassy on Etsy. She's out of Canada. And that's how much progress I made.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I did a pretty good amount while I was knitting it, while I was watching that most recent murder mystery.
Oh.
So I picked out a murder mystery on Netflix called Voice. And it is a South Korean murder mystery. And I thought it was just like a mini series, like 12 episodes or something. Starts, it finishes. And it was good. I enjoyed it. But in the very last episode at the end, it says the untold story in season 3. And I was like, hold up.
She can't find season 3.
There's more? And I watched season 2 and didn't know it. So Netflix doesn't have season 1. They only have season 2, but it's not called Voice season 2. It's just called Voice. And it was good, and I enjoyed it. But I don't know if it's dubbed to English. I watch subtitles. So, because I can knit stockinette stitch flat and in the round and read subtitles, which was like a game changer when I realized I could do that. And because I do watch a lot of foreign shows. So, is that the correct way to say it? I watch like a lot of French, and Korean and like Thai and Taiwanese like murder mysteries.
Maybe it's foreign.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
How else would you word that?
I don't know.
Are we wrong?
Anyway, and I listen to them in their native language and I read the subtitles. And anyway. But so that's one of my evening pastimes that I like to do when I'm getting some alone time. But there I am. So lace on the bottom. What were supposed to be baubles in this lace, and
you can't even tell it's
left them out. Yeah, but I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like seashells all the way around. You know what I mean? But like,
yep.
I guess if you added the baubles, it could look like pearls too. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is from Whimsy and Sassy too. That's honey toast.
I didn't show any of my progress keepers, progress markers, anything.
And this is what I have left of the yarn. So I think I'm like at 7 or 8 inches, and I'm supposed to knit the body for 12 inches, and then it's got the chest and short sleeves. So I think that'll be enough. And if not, I might not have short sleeves. It might just be like a cut off. I don't know. We'll see. But the pattern is called, which it's probably already been across the screen. The pattern is by Danny Sunshine, and it is called Apple Tea. And my yarn is TL Yarn Crafts Aldine Wools Interlock by Knit Crate, which Knit Crate no longer makes yarn. The colorway is Haze, and it is a cotton, linen, lyocell, nylon blend, and it's a sport weight. So I hope to get this done soon for two reasons. Because I want her to be able to wear it before it gets cold, which we have like 2 months before it'll get cold. So, like 3 months before it'll get cold. But,
Yeah, I mean, she could still wear it around the house.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like ready to cast on another item for her. So, isn't there that festival sweater that you're knitting? Isn't there a dress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to cast on that dress for her.
I want to knit a dress for my daughter too, in like dark gray, black, charcoal color with pink stripes.
Is it a worsted pattern?
DK.
DK? Oh, I think my yarn is worsted.
Yeah, you can modify it.
Yeah.
Well, don't make it too big. You made the one neckline too big on the bean and olive.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll work
with
it.
But okay, but see, the bean and olive was meant to be more like
open.
a boat knit neckline kind of thing to it, because that's how mine was too. It kind of opened up a lot once you blocked it. And the festival isn't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be tighter. So you'd probably have an easier time modifying that one without having to worry about the neckline.
I am slightly worried that she just doesn't like circular yokes. And it is a circular yoke. So maybe that's not the best idea. She might prefer raglan or like drop sleeves.
She does like the drop sleeves more out of things you've knit her.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe I won't do that. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna talk about this one, an Amy of Noble Character Crafts bag again. But okay, this one had to have been modified. This one is for my daughter, who is 3. She just turned 3. And so this pattern is a kid size pattern. It is the Magnolia Bloom by Camille Vad. But so the smallest it goes is a size 6. And my daughter wears between a 4 and 5 T, which I was like, it shouldn't be that far off. No, it's way too far off for her, because it is a chunky weight, something like that, chunky. A little bit heavier than worsted, basically. Let's just go with that. But, so it is a thicker yarn, basically, which is fine, because I have this in stash, too. Look at it, though. It's so pretty.
It is pretty.
But, so I had to modify it. I did do this. This is all 2 pattern, right? So you do this in the pattern, but it does keep going. So there would have been like another petal, I guess. Leaf petal? I don't know. But it's so pretty. Look at it. It's so pretty. I'm so excited about this. But this yarn was gifted to me from my mom, actually, before I had Isaac. She like gave me a little care package, and she gave me this yarn too. It is Yarn Bee Alpaca Twist in the... Where is their color?
It's so funny that she works at Michael's, but she got you a Hobby Lobby yarn.
Hobby? Okay. She says herself, too, okay? Michael's is okay with yarn, but Hobby Lobby has a wider variety of weights, fibers, and all that. Michael's
mostly acrylic and cotton.
Yes, acrylics and cottons, and it's heavier weights generally, so you can't get like the fingering weight yarns or any of that kind of stuff. So my mom does get me yarn from Hobby Lobby. What'd you do?
Dropped a stitch.
Oh, it's alpaca. It'll stick.
Yeah, it's true.
But anyway, so this is the pumpkin spice color. It's so pretty. So she gave me this, and I was like, it was 3 balls, which is plenty of yarn. But my family doesn't.
From Grizzly.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, so is this one.
All right, so that's the. Oh, I can't get it there. There's a little mushroom by Grizzly Knits.
Yeah, this is actually like 1, 2. It's from that same set.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so my mom gifted me this, and it was 3 balls, so it was like, had to be something smaller. I could have possibly made myself something, but I didn't want to risk it, so I was like, I'm gonna make Paisley something.
And Paisley loves when Daphne knits for her.
How many things does she have? Like 4 or 5?
I don't know.
She's now requested socks, though.
And she was like telling Daphne she needed socks, and Daphne was like, well, I'm gonna knit my socks first. And she was like, no, my socks.
And then she took my sock. It didn't even fit her. Did not fit her. She took it and ran away. So I was like, whatever. It was finished, just not the pair. But yeah, so this is her sweater so far. And I did have to cut the yoke in half. basically. And I did modify. I did not. She did it. I was going to, but then I was talking about it, and I'm struggling because I don't even know what was happening that day. But I'm not going to show you these because
What's paid for pattern?
yeah, but this is a piece of paper, and it does have notes on it, right? And so she basically cut it and like divided the sleeves for me, so then I didn't have to worry about it. But yeah, so I don't even know what. I think it's 13. US 11, 8.5 millimeter.
I was gonna say it didn't look big enough to be
No.
a 13.
Yeah, I think I don't even know the last thing I knit on the 13. But yeah, this is her sweater, and it's so cute, and she loves it.
It is
so
cute.
It's
It
okay.
is cute.
Yeah.
All right.
I could technically make her a dress out of it. I'm pretty sure. That'd be cute.
That would be cute.
Like A-line style.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would be cute. I agree. You should. She loves dresses.
She might get a dress this time. Well, last time I made her a dress, Holden felted it.
That's true. All right, so this is my last work in progress. It's in my Anne of Green Gables bag by Mermaid Yarn Co. So cute.
That is so cute.
And I am using the Mermaid Yarn Co. Anne of Green Gables yarn collection in the Marilla colorway. There's the tag. And I had this sock finished when I showed it last time. It is a DK weight sock. I knit my DK weight socks on a US 3. I cast on 48 stitches. I modified my, oh, we have another DK weight pattern on the blog because of these, the Grateful Morning.
So look, you can choose ribbed, vanilla, or a pattern.
So I modified the Grateful Morning sock pattern to just use the heel and the toe that's written in the pattern. I didn't do the design on the front. So it's just, I mean, it's a slip stitch heel. It just has like a little centered design, which is nothing special. I mean, gosh, what a way to sound negative, Erica. But you know, it's just a little different than a regular slip stitch heel. And then it is a round toe.
Is the round toe the short one? One
Yes.
of the toes are the short
The
ones.
round toe is
Okay.
the short toe. Yeah. And this was just casted on and just a few rows done last time I showed it because here's where it was. So I managed to knit that much. I think I worked on this during our Zoom call. And I don't know who this stitch marker is by, but this is a Raindrop by Whimsy and Sassy on Etsy. So this should be a finished pair of socks before the end of the month. Definitely.
My goal is to have all of my socks that I started for summer sock camp done, which is 4 more pairs.
I don't know if you can see that, but the Grateful Morning socks on our website. I don't print anything in color. But that's a free pattern if you want to grab it from the website.
Alright, and my last one is a Red Lady bag.
Red Lady Creates on Etsy.
And this one is
Right?
the
On Etsy? Yeah.
This is the siblings
And Instagram.
sweater by. This is not the siblings. Did I just say the siblings?
You
sweater?
did say the siblings.
It's not. It's the
She
season's
wants
sweater.
to knit
I want
the
to knit it
siblings
so
sweater.
bad. The sibling sweater is by Penrose Knits. There is a child's version available on Ravelry, and her website. But I want the adult version,
Which is
not this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the season's cardigan sweater. There is a season's cardigan too, but this is a sweater mini for kids by Ozetta. And
I think I said Odetta.
oh, here's the other one for the Grizzly Knit set. That one's hard to see. I'm using them all. But this one is the season's sweater by Ozetta. And I don't remember what side I'm knitting, actually.
What kind of is that? Is that a 3 needle or is it a...
Okay, so something about her patterns is her shoulder shaping. She doesn't, from what I understand, she doesn't want people talking about how you do it so much.
Oh.
I think. I don't know if it's just one of them.
I just wanted to know if it was a mattress stitch or
No,
a
it's not.
3 needle or something.
No, I don't know if it's included. Like, I don't.
Don't talk about it then. Yeah.
See,
don't-
like, I'm
sorry.
not sure exactly.
If you want to know, get the pattern.
Not even that. There is one very specific pattern by her that when it was in testing, she had told her testers not to show it like at that stage and not to talk about it because that is like the defining point in that sweater. You know what I mean? So like I don't want to. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, don't spill
the
secret sauce. It's
but yeah,
right.
that's why I'm not going to say it on here because I don't want to disrespect her. Even though I doubt she's going to watch our podcast.
It doesn't matter. You don't want to do it.
Exactly.
I mean, don't do it. Yeah.
Why is this on? Oh, I had her try it on. And I also have another mushroom stitch marker. It's not a mushroom, but it came with
the mushroom set from Paper Crane Yarns.
Yes. This is her sweater, okay? This is for a 4-year-old little girl that's very petite. And it's supposed to be an oversized sweater. So this could technically fit Mason, but I need it to basically fit Theo, if that makes sense. Like, that's how small she is compared to Mason. Like, she is a very petite little girl, basically. But this is supposed to be an oversized sweater. And it's so cute on her. I'm so excited for her. Because her mom, also my sister, wants her to wear more neutral clothes, so it'll fit perfectly. But this is her sweater. And I have joined the sleeves. It is a drop shoulder design. Sleeves are designed, and it is fisherman's rib. And the yarn is Lions brand Woolies in the umber color. So, but yeah, that's it. And the needles, I don't even know, 9, 10, which is 6 millimeter. But yeah, so it actually went by pretty quick, and it's pretty light. Like I'm kind of shocked. So, but that's my last one.
I
love it.
I like it. And it looks so good with that bag.
I want one. And I have plenty of yarn. I'm probably going to knit one for myself also. I have 9 balls of that yarn. So.
All right. Well, we're going to do, Daphne has acquisition, and then we're going to do life update, and then we'll be done with this long podcast. But we're going to take a quick break. All right. We've had a little break, and we're back. Daphne's gonna talk about her new acquisition site. She's not
new.
Isaac is joining us,
but not new.
And she's got some yarn she wants to show. So.
Yeah. You're gonna take them?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I spit up on you?
Okay. Well, I'll hold them this way.
Okay. So first one I have is this yarn. You've seen it before. It is blowing out just like it always does. But this is You Knit, I Die, and it is, what's the color name? When Life Gives You Lemons?
I think that is the name.
But yeah, so it's neon yellow yarn, because my husband works at the Walmart distribution center, and he works out in the yard, which means he drives the big trucks and backs trailers up to the building so they can get stuff out of them and then drives them away. But he's like, I want a neon yellow hat. So I've already knit him one. Knit him the socket hat. This time I'm going to knit him the Musselburgh hat. So it's even warmer. But yeah, so that's what this will be. And with that yarn came a little stitch marker. And it's cute. It's a little heart. But yeah, so I've already bought this one. So I've already knit it once. But needed more to knit another hat, basically. And then my sister one day when I was like, I brought my crochet granny squares over to my parents' house one day. And my sister, they were like, what are you making? And I'm like, granny square to make a granny square blanket. And my sister was like, oh, for me? And I was like, no. Because it's all hand-dyed yarn, like Advent for me, you know what I mean? I was like, no, not doing that. But then I was like, if she really wants one, I'll make one. My sister works at a Hobby Lobby, though, which is the funny part, too. So I went to Hobby Lobby. We saw her, me and my 4-year-old Mason. Saw her, talked to her and everything. And then went buy yarn for her.
Did she see the yarn?
No.
Oh, so she doesn't now.
No.
Okay.
We were there for yarn. What else did I go to Hobby Lobby for? Nothing, really. But I love this yarn. And my sister loves pink. Okay. And I don't know it's a very specific shade of pink that she loves. I don't know what shade that is. So I decided for Christmas I will make her a granny square blanket of some sorts out of pink yarn. I got 3 different shades of pink. And then, so these will make up whatever square I decide to make. It might be the blue daisy and bluebird pattern. I think that's what it's called. But the border will be white. So the colors, I never know where the colors are on these. It's white. Should have guessed.
Oh, there he goes.
I didn't bring anything. Here, you can use my bag.
I was going to use one of my dishcloths.
It's alright.
All right.
Look at it. Anyways, and then the light pink. Watch it just be soft pink. I was gonna say watch it just be light pink. And then the medium pink is just pink. And then the darker pink is hot rose. But anyways, so I decided to use acrylic and a thicker weight. One, because last time I made her something out of wool, she said it was too warm and she can't even wear it, which was the Cozy Classic Raglan by Jessie May. And like, it fit her. She liked it. Actually, I was kind of shocked. My sister is like kind of sensitive to different fibers, I guess, in a sense. Like, it has to feel just right, or she doesn't really like it. So she actually did like it. But then she tried to wear it, and she got way too hot in it. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. That's fine. But so, did make her a sweater. She did like it, but can't really wear it, which is fine. So I didn't want to use wool, obviously. So I bought acrylic. Even though it's still warm, it's not as warm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it is at least. I don't know. I felt like wool acrylic was a more affordable way to make her this without worrying about if she's going to like it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
and she'll be able to wash it.
Yep.
And you know, she can just use it on her bed or on a chair, even if she doesn't wrap up in it.
Yeah.
You know,
something I felt like it was just
it can
more
decorate
cost
her
efficient
space.
if I used acrylic for her. Just so.
Yeah.
But I hope she likes it. It's pink.
Yeah.
So she should.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll like it. Yeah.
Yes. But she loves the color pink for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the right color pink is more like this, which is pink.
Just regular pink.
I think it's like more of a bubblegummy color pink that she likes. So these are none of these shades of pink are like my shade of pink.
They're all my shade of pink. I love pink.
Yeah, not me. Like mine's.
Where's that bag? Right here. He just spit up on my skirt. Yeah.
My Tokyo bag. I don't even know where I got it.
He's like, Kimmy, don't stick that bag in my mouth.
But yeah, so we're gonna get there. I think I have a hook. I think this is the hook. This is probably the bag I'm gonna use also for it. Maybe not actually.
See that?
It sucks.
You see that?
I think I'm gonna use a 5mm hook for worsted weight. I don't know. I just kind of wing it for crochet. I don't even know what it recommends.
Well, give it a try.
It recommends a 5mm, which is why I went to a 5.5.
Oh, okay.
I assume I'm tighter at crocheting also.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all I bought.
All right. So now just life updates. I've just been, I don't know, doing normal life stuff, and
we've been so busy. I don't know what I've been doing.
I have been kind of planning the new school year, which is going to start on Thursday, and finishing up the old school year, and I don't know.
It's summer. We've been outside, basically.
Yeah.
We've been doing other things. And then we get caught up in doing other things that we don't end up podcasting. And then it gets pushed back for a day. And then one day turns into, oh, we'll record on Friday. And then it's like, oh, but Friday is so close to Monday.
Yeah.
And so then it just keeps getting moved.
But you've been doing something.
I have. I started making bread again. I tried it last year and failed. I want to make sourdough was what it was, right? And I failed miserably at that. The sourdough starter did not want to work properly. I don't know why. I don't know anything. But I was like, I really want to make sourdough because bread is so expensive, first of all. If you want to buy sourdough, also, it's more than regular bread, too. But, I mean, I understand it now making it. But since the last episode, I have started the sourdough starter. And I have made 5 loaves of bread. The first one did not come out right. I think it was because of that recipe. The recipe, you have to knead it a very specific way. You have to get it to the right consistency when you're kneading it. And then cook it in a Dutch oven. And I have had no luck baking in a Dutch oven. I've tried it before too. No luck. It just doesn't work for me, basically. So Dutch oven kind of didn't work. So I changed recipes and then tried it again. And the recipe turned out
Yeah, so you've had some 4
perfectly fine.
successful loaves of sourdough.
Now-
and then how many successful loaves of white bread?
Hold on. Let me talk about the sourdough for a second.
Oh.
Because I say I've made 4 loaves of sourdough bread. We have not eaten 4 loaves of sourdough bread. I have given away 2. I have only made the second one for myself yesterday. Right? I baked bread. No. Yes? Something like that. I think I made bread yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because then I left to give my dad one for my aunt. I gave one to my mom because I was texting my mom and was like showing her my sourdough bread, and she was just like, I want to make sourdough bread and have like a starter and all that stuff, but it's kind of like a pet, which it is. You have to like make sure you feed it, and if you don't feed it, it's gonna die basically, and then you can't use it. So, but I was like, well, I have some. I can just make you a loaf. So I made my parents a loaf for them, like just to have because my mom wanted it, and then my mom was posting it on Facebook and said that I made it, and then my aunt was like, I want one. So then I pulled out the sourdough starter again this weekend and made 2 more, one for myself and then like myself, our family, I mean, and then one for my aunt. So, but then, again, bread is not like expensive, but since like inflation, basically, all in all, that's what it comes down to, you know what I mean? Like, everything is just more expensive anyways. But bread is something that you can just make, especially if I'm going to be at home. So I started making white bread, and I've made 6 loaves of that, and we haven't eaten all of that, actually. Not yet, because I just made the 5th and 6th loaf yesterday, so we're just now moving on to that. But I've made 6 loaves, and my 4-year-old absolutely loves bread. So do I. But so he gets so excited if I'm like, hey, I made you more bread. He's like, I want some. And he'll just stand there and wait for the bread. Like, while I'm cutting it, he'll just wait for bread. Like, it's hilarious. But I can send you the links for the bread recipes, too.
Okay.
The first one, actually, I can't really because...
Oh, one's a video. Right?
The one I made first came out kind of dense. And again, I think it's the kneading process. Like, for some breads, you have to knead it the right way or it's not going to turn out right. And I feel like that was the problem with the first white bread I made too. It was fine though. Like, it was okay. But I was like, I put my stuff in my bag.
Oh, we're here. Oh! Oh! Okay. All right. All right, we're all cleaned up. I mean, basically.
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 Not really. I mean, look at this shirt. It's okay.
I'm gonna have to reblock my sweater.
Anyways, so bread. I made the first white bread. It's like, I guess it is white bread. It's sandwich bread is what they're labeled as.
It's white
But,
bread.
yeah. So, the first one was kind of dense. And it was fine. Tasted fine. Tasted like white bread. But I was like, I didn't really love that. So then I was like looking for another one. And then I was watching reels on Instagram. Because what else do you do when you're feeding a baby? You know what I mean? So, watching reels. He's trying to step. But anyways, so watching reels on Instagram. And I came across this one that was a lady making bread. And she shows the process and everything. So it's basically a general, like, this is my second white bread recipe that I'm using. So I can't link it at all because there was no link. So I'm basically making white bread out of a recipe, half a recipe basically, that I found on Instagram. And just watched the reel a couple times to figure out how she's making it and made it. And it was so good. Like, it's delicious, especially right out of the oven. And then you put butter on it. Delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. So, I think that's my white bread recipe for now on.
Well, that's good. That you
But
found one that you like.
like, I feel bad that I'm like talking about it and I'm like, can't really link it
You can't
because
share.
I
Well,
also just
next
took
time you make
screenshots.
it, you can write it down, and we can put it
I
in
guess
the
I could.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we can put
Or
it
I
on the
put it.
blog.
Yeah.
So,
If you want it, I'll write it down.
mm-hmm.
Just let us know. Because, I mean, if no one wants it,
Yeah.
we might not put it down. You know what I mean? But if you do want it,
let us know in the
it's
comments.
a very loose recipe, though. And I wish I could link someone because I don't want to take credit for someone else's work. But there's no, like, I mean, I looked for it. I looked on her channel, nothing. Like her channel, her page. I looked for it. I could not find it. And then I went back to try to find it again. Like, I went onto my pictures because I screenshotted it so I could remember it. I screenshotted it and I went and typed in her name, her Instagram handle. Not there. Like, I can't even find the page anymore. Like, I don't know. I can't find it at all. I tried to search it. I can't find anything that matches it. But it's pretty good. And I mean, if you know how to make bread, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to figure it out based on the loose recipe, you know? But, like, for a new bread maker, I don't think he would really understand what to do on it. I don't know what he's doing.
He's looking down at something. Well, Daphne, so Daphne's been perfecting bread, and I just remembered that I've been making yogurt.
Oh, yeah, you have.
So, and I can link to where I found the yogurt recipe.
The rest of the recipes I do have actual recipes for. It's just the white bread. I don't.
Yeah. So if you're interested in making your own yogurt, I use whole milk, grass-fed whole milk, and just make my own full-fat plain Greek yogurt. I even have a strainer, and I followed a specific recipe, and I can link to it in the description box below if you're interested.
He's spitting up more.
Oh. Here. And that's it, really. I did make a purchase. I cannot show it. It's a gift. So I did make a yarny purchase, but I can't show it. And we will be back twice this month. We'll have the extra video showcasing all of our blankets and sweaters that we're going to work on during our upcoming make-along. And then we'll have the next podcast episode as well. And if you've made it this far and you like what you see, please like the video so that we know that you enjoyed it. And we're never sure if we should like be super talkative and have a long episode, or if we should be like really short and have a short episode. Like, what do you guys like? Let us know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because we will have a subscriber giveaway when we reach 1,500 subscribers.
Oh, bless you.
We're just over 1,400 right now. I think it's like 1,403 subscribers. So when we reach 15 husbands. No, we both only have one husband. When we reach 1,500 subscribers, we will have a subscriber giveaway, and it is a beautiful bag by Delightful Works. The shop's on Etsy, and the link is in the description box below if you want to check out her shop. So we will see you in about 2 weeks. Thank you for spending time with us, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.